Hey, it's Rogue, and if you expect a 50th something flashy compilation, you came to the wrong place. This video right here has been chosen specifically because it has nothing like that, and it's a clear representation of what your average match is gonna be once you have spent 1000 hours on Legion and you face constantly survivors that know what they're doing. So why even spending 1000 hours on Legion? Isn't that like super mega boring? I can hear the questions in your mind. Like, it's an M1 killer, and once you take away the Legion tags and the 50s, what's so fun about it? Well, I'm very glad to answer. As you correctly noticed, Legion has very, very little going for them in their kit. Yes, they can injure the entire team in 5 seconds, but a good team is not gonna let you get any more than that, and they're gonna be comfortable injured. So you're not gonna get your 50th, and your entire team that is, yes, okay, injured, is just gonna use the resources to not get downed because you have no antilope, brother, and you have no way of playing around pallets, windows, main buildings, um, whatever, you name it, syringes and DS and whatever, and off the rack. No, that's actually something Legion can do. Legion has one extremely huge advantage in this meta that, in my opinion, is the strongest part of their kit, and for some reason, no one seems to point it out. It can chew through endurance faster than Nurse, Blight, and any S tier killer. Legion eats endurance for breakfast, and they don't even care. And that is something you need to play around when you start playing the game. When you start using Legion, you need to play around that so well and just know that if they rely on endurance, you are the killer is going to suffer the less from that. So I kept the endgame screen to show you how stacked the survivors were and how not stacked at all I was, because I had a poll on this channel where I asked people, so what do you want me to post as, an example of what 1000 hours in Legion look like? And people answered saying, well, whatever, and whatever, but with no slowdowns. A Giga Chad asked me to play with the Hunk skin. I will, but not in this video, I'm sorry. So, whatever with no slowdown it is. And you will see how stacked the survivors were and how not stacked it was to DL, with the core of the match. With the end games, sure, I was stacked, but core of the match, not really. And yet, you will see how it went, because the skill ceiling on Legion, in my opinion, is regarded like people expect it to be as the skill ceiling on other killers. People are like, oh, well, there are no techs, there are no flicks, so what's the skill ceiling? The skill ceiling is using your power to maneuver around, to juggle the survivors and always get the one that is in the most vulnerable position, even if the survivors choose to play the entire game as they did this time in the strongest structure they had on that map. Because arguably, in my opinion, Shack on this map is kind of better than main in most cases, but they chose that. They saved that Shack palette like it was their mother. And yet, the skill ceiling is having to play according to what the survivors choose, because you have no choice. You cannot move the game, you cannot move the action where you want. You don't have this power and still perform like this. Now, you may observe, because I observed, I'm very critical of myself, that my movement could have been more snappy or more fluid in so many mind games, in so many occasions. I could have been more sure, more insecure, show something or something else. And guess what? That's what I'm gonna work on for my 2K hours on Legion video. I really hope you enjoy. Prefer, like, if you don't play it, I don't know. Okay, where are the people? I would like to keep maybe this side better. Oh, I burned almost all my power. That was not a good idea. Hey, Neil. Nice to see you. Oh, I was sucking the window enough. I mean, now you have to put in the balance. The window is blocked. Yep, balance or some shit. I'm sorry. Can I have a hook? Why am I being slowed down? The non-understandable things in this video game. Hi. I want to see that window in Shack. I don't know if I make it. Depends on where it's oriented. Yeah, it gets stuck. So crazy.